Welcome back to Empire Total War, Darthmod Ultimate Commander, and I left you at the end of the last video saying that I was just going to go on and do this battle and get it over with, and by the time I'd done it then you'd see it on the next video that I'd taken Hanover. I changed of plan. I'll tell you for why. If you look over here you'll see, well, this corner here, you'll see, I have to be a bit quick about this, see there, 74% damage on there, and it is 99% damage on there. So I've had to move my artillery all the way along the back there and bring it over to this side so we can hit this side here. But now that's 48%, and over here I've been trying to hit these troops here. For some reason they've been extremely hard to hit those. I don't know if it's because of the angle I'm trying to hit them from, I really don't know. So I moved my troops over to here a little bit closer. I've moved them all the way around, by the way. Some of the casualties that you can see are because I've moved them, even though in like 3 files all the way along the back there. In fact, you can see a disaster over here. Where is it? Is that the back line? Way around here. My first move was to move my troops from one side of the battlefield to the other, which was here. Oh, where am I? Oh, come on, here. That's right. So I marched my troops all the way along that line. Where's it gone? That line that you can see there. Watch what happens when I go along that line. Let's just go back beyond it for a start. Right, okay, so I moved my guns all the way along there in single file, all the guns all the way along there. I moved my men along there as well, all the way along the back there, in the hope that I'd keep out of range of his guns, you know, from the walls. Look at this. There you go, gun, bang, gone completely. You managed to shoot a gun just completely from, you know, just out of nowhere from here. So it didn't even seem to have anybody manning the guns on the walls, but anyhow. Because I've not been able to get at him as closely as I'd want to, because these troops were over this side, I've come over here and I've hit those, so I've done pretty well against those. But my worry now is that these walls are going to start coming down if I'm not careful. So, because I seem to get a bit of, what, collateral damage, you know, sort of extra damage to other places that I don't really want to be hitting. So, it's difficult for me to hit any that are in this position here, just over here, because I have to go square onto the walls to hit those. So it is quite a difficult place to hit. So anyway, the point is, the reason why I'm going to show you what's happening now is because I'm using militia. I didn't intend to use militia, you'll probably know that from the previous video. So what I've decided is to just go for it. I've decided now is the time. Now the plan is to take him on the walls. So everybody, for a start, all these, they're all going to be melee attack only, no firing. Now the idea is that we're going to go onto the walls and then capture the gateways, you know, the doorways. The reason for that is that once I control the doorways, or I've got overall control of the top of the building, and what will happen is that he can't get his horse out of the gate. Now let's go and have a look at this horse. You'll see what I mean. Look at all this. Something like 2/3 of his army are horse. I can't really take that many horse on, so what I'm going to do is move all my artillery to the rear so they're well out of the way, and then I'm going to go and occupy the walls. So let's get these out first, limber those, right, move them right to the back so that they're out of the way, right into that back corner there as soon as I find it. Let's move these as well. Are they unlimbered? Yes they are. Sorry, limbered. Yes they are. So I'm going to get those right into that back corner there, and then as soon as that's been done, as soon as they've managed to get to there, in fact, I could do with them, say along there like that. That's probably the best way, isn't it? And then this gun over here, the one that I left behind, in fact I didn't leave him behind, actually I moved him to a different, no I did actually, I left him behind, didn't I? Yeah, so what I'm going to do is take them and put those in that far position as well, which is over here somewhere. There it is. The idea is that if his horse decide to come and get me, let's have them facing that way. In fact, I didn't do that last time, did I, with these? Let's do that again. Yeah, I should be able to follow the line of where they're going over here. That's right. Let's have them facing that way. Okay, so the idea is going to be, if I don't succeed in getting to the walls before his horse get out, I want to make sure that my artillery are not exposed. I don't want to actually take them off the battlefield yet, because if I remove them from the battlefield, what's going to happen is that he might well stay boxed up in there. Now I'm expecting what's going to happen is I'm going to occupy these walls all the way around here, having beaten his infantry on the walls, eventually with my grenadiers. I know my militia will struggle, but they can take over empty pieces of wall. My grenadiers are the ones that are going to be doing all of the fighting, really. So the idea then will be to occupy the walls and then fire down on his horse there in the middle. At some point we might run out of ammunition, so it would be really nice to be able to bring up the guns onto the outside of the walls and just shell him from the outside. You know, that's going to be the general intention anyway, so we'll have to see how that goes. But like I said, I want my guns to be in a position, I'll just speed that up a little bit, I want my guns to be in a position where I can rescue them, you know, just get them out of the situation so they're not chased down by his horse. So it's just giving you an idea of the general tactics. You can imagine how many hours and hours and hours and hours it's taken to get to this stage here, killing all these troops. You can see how many he's got in here. He originally had 162, he's now only got 60. Here he's got 38. On average he's got about 50 in each of these units. See, 18 and 13. He's got very poor numbers of troops in all of these places. Yeah, and over here is his big unit. That's the one I showed you that I couldn't reach. These I managed to hit. I managed to reduce those to about 90. Couldn't do any more because the angle I had to fire from, I might just hit these. Are the guns in position yet? They might be, almost. Let's have a look. Are we almost there? Is it worth risking it yet? You see, as soon as... that's my dog again, scratching around there. Somebody asked for a picture of the dog. I will produce one, of course, as someone else said. You can't pause real battles. Well, they're quite right. I don't pause when I'm playing on my own, by the way. It's only... I did in the first stages, when I was first playing the game and first learning it. I don't have to do that now. Most of the time I speed it up, to be honest with you, like I am doing now. Particularly ship battles, I can whiz through them. It's no fun to watch it on like that, though, because you know, sound effects are gone and everything, so it's no good. And it gives me an opportunity not to sort of, I don't know, describe things and explain things as well. And also, when you are explaining things and showing things that you wouldn't normally look at in detail while you're fighting a battle, you know, if you want to just sort of show a scene, if you show a little scene like that, because people might be interested, there's part of the battlefield you won't see. So I'll take the point, you know, you can't pause normal battles, good point, you can't, but... except when they have parleys and things like that, various breaks in the fighting, which they have done. I suppose you do get pauses in some ways, don't you, if you consider that. But no, I take the point. You know, pausing isn't the right way to do it, and I agree, it's something that shouldn't be done. But it's just to explain really that I rarely do it, but when I do it, it's really because of a specific reason. You know, it's because, you know, I've shown something that I wouldn't normally show if I was fighting the battle, you know, just without anybody watching. So anyway, okay, next part of the plan is to advance these chaps into a position where they're going to engage the enemy. They're all, like I said, on melee attack. I think they're going in the right place, aren't they? Yes, they are. Once they've gone through, I'm not going to... Hang on, let's just find out which ones they were. It's those three. So my other dragoon... Grenadiers rather, are these over here. So we'll get these doing similar thing. We'll get those over there. And we'll get these where? Over here. And then just at that point there, that's where his better troops are. Right up there. So we need to pay some attention to those, of course, as well, don't we? Right, okay, now once they've started to move, then I'll start to move the others in position as well. I've got to watch for his horse coming out, of course. Come out of those gates and suddenly start attacking the foot here, then I'm in trouble. So let's get these over here. Also going over. Now I'm going to put those over here. Right. And then the other ones, I don't know if it's these or not, is it? No, it's not those. Is it these? No, it's not those. Let's just go and find them. Make it simpler. Right, it's these here. So these I'm going to have going over here. Okay, obvious reason. I think I've done that right. No, I haven't actually. I've got two going to the same place there, haven't I? So I want those going over here. Yep, I think that's the way to do it, yeah. So I got one going over there, and I've got one going around the back over here, I hope. Just double check I've done that. Oh dear, I feel a sneeze coming on here. Right, so it's just one sneeze. Right, okay, it's been quite cold here recently, apparently near to us, because I haven't got a reading for exactly where we are here, but near to us it was -16 last night, you know, so Anyway. Right, we should pretty well murder those. Over this side here, we should murder these because the wall's been so badly affected. They've been sort of jostling to and fro all over the place. If you look there, it's wavering, very tired. Winded, very tired. Wavering, what's that? Wavering. Winded. So, I mean, they are pretty tired from running about. So, we are taking advantage, I'm afraid, in this situation. There's no doubt about it. Right, now, these places here, where those grenadiers came from, let's get back to there. Come on, why won't you go back? Here we are. These. I'm going to move these into position as well. So, we'll have one going... I'm going to get those going over there. And the reason for that is I'll then be able to get them to go over the bridge as well afterwards. But they're going late, so the grenadiers are going to do all the tough fighting to get over the walls, and these are going to take the gates afterwards. So while they're fighting on the walls over here, they're just going to sneak across there and take the gateways. That's the intention anyway. Should be able to do the same with this one, but we've already got these chaps going over here anyway, so we should be fairly safe there. So let's get all those over there. Now what we have to do is watch out for the horse coming out. Here they come. Some horse coming out already. So I need to bring my horse over just to protect my infantry over here. Okay, I've got a pretty good horse. I've got some cuirassiers there. There he goes. Is he going to come out? I think he is, yes. Nothing coming yet. No, he seems to have decided to stay inside. Unless he's going to come out this side, which he may well do. No? Nothing's coming out. I don't know, I wonder if they're troops that can fire. That's why they're doing it. No, they're not, are they? Huh. Well, that's sort of odd then. Right, okay, like I said, these should not last very long at all. There's only 2 of those left anyway, so let's just clear those out of the way. In fact, it's probably better to clear them with those. These here, put against there. These over here. Oh, sorry, that's his troops. Crikey. We're not there yet, but we will be soon. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Right, okay, old Dad's Army phrase, just in case anybody's scared that I've just gone strange. Right. I don't know why they haven't gone yet. Oh, they've gone. Brilliant. Right, okay. Let's get those over there very quickly. Is this horse coming out of there? Oh, I think it is. Is it? Right, I think they are. I'm not too worried. Once the foot are on the walls, I'm happy because they're safe. His horse can't get me when I'm on the walls. Why aren't they rushing across there to take that area there? They ought to be. Now, like I said before, there is a unit here that's pretty strong. I think it's that one, isn't it? That's got to go. Ah, is he coming out of there? He doesn't seem to be yet. He's got to be quick because I'm going to get across there soon. As soon as I'm across that gate there, he's stuck. He's stuck there now. I don't think he's going to get through there. He's jammed in. Now, we should be successful along here because these troops have taken a bit of a battering. I know there are 90 of them there. But generally, they've taken a bit of a battering, they really have. I don't know where the rest of my troops are that I asked to go along here. They should really be hammering these. Yeah, grenadiers. Mind you, he should be able to last a fair amount of time. I noticed, by the way, I don't know if you have noticed yet, but he hasn't got bayonets. So, we should have a distinct advantage over him there as well. What's that? Horse? Right, okay. That's where my... horse are going to have to go in and commit. Let's find out where they are. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look over this side, see what's going on. He's got some out, hasn't he? Gendarmerie. Why haven't we taken that gate yet? I would have thought that one would have definitely been ours by now. Okay. He's fighting well there, isn't he? He's only got about 6 left though. Are we on these bits yet? No, we're not. Right, okay, we've taken that. That's definitely ours. This one over here, is this one definitely... Oh, he's brought some more horse out here as well. Darn it. We are going to struggle, I'm afraid. Come on, you're supposed to be climbing the walls, lads. Yeah, he's been sensible, he's come out at the right time, and he's caught there a bunch of my militia. So we are definitely struggling there against that horse, there's no doubt about it. Mind you, he's down to 46 out of 79, so we're not doing too badly, are we? We haven't really got any choice but to fight him openly. Not a choice really there at all, so let's just go for that. These, I'm hoping, are... Oh no, they're grenadiers. I was going to say, I was hoping they were just normal foot, because I could have used some normal foot to do some damage elsewhere. Right, let's get these... oh, and these over this way. Okay, those over to there. And we'll have those over to there. Like I said, once we've got his walls, we can box in his horse, or box them out in fact. It'd be even more fun to box them out, because all I then need to do is take the central area. Once I own the central area, the game's mine, so if his horse are all out of the place, that's brilliant for me. I'll just simply walk into the middle and capture it, and that'll be end of story for him. Right, are they going to manage to get up there? I'm not sure that they are, but we'll see. Okay, where are my cuirassiers now then? I've taken the gate. Brilliant. Right, so having taken that gate, he's now stuck. He can't get in or out. So that's a distinct advantage for me, of course. Might be worth... Oh dear, I've lost those that were fighting him over there. These are my gendarmes. What are they doing? I don't think they can do anything now, really. So I think I need to attack some other horse somewhere else. Where am I going? Sorry about that. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? You have to come out here. It's these that are causing me the problem. Right, well, let's get the guns off the field. That's the first thing. Because there's no doubt he is simply going to go for those, isn't he, with all that horse, and cause me a great deal of damage. Right, okay. Well, the reason why I'm showing this, I thought it'd be more interesting. And it is certainly showing to be so, isn't it? Let's get these on there as well, so we can get some of those out of the way. And I think, other than that, he's got... Right, just these in the centre. I think once we're over this wall, we'll be okay. You might think that I could simply attack his horse. What are those? Oh, militia. Yeah, they've gone, haven't they? You know, I could just go straight for his horse. But unfortunately, if I'd have fired anything at his horse, he'd have come charging out of that fort, which would have made the whole thing totally meaningless to me. So, right, okay, what I need to do is make sure I've got all of these gateways. That one isn't taken yet. So let's get that gateway, yeah? That's another one that I need. Right, okay. That one should be mine. They're my fort. How can you get through there? You can't get through there. Right, okay, good. I thought you were getting around there then. These here... Right, they've got that gateway. We've taken this gateway. And that's it, isn't it? I think we now own all the gateways. Oh, is this him fighting me? It is, isn't it? Damn. Well, lots and lots of militia lost there, I'm afraid. But I couldn't really see what else I can do really there. What I really now need to do is rush some troops into the middle here and take this central area. What on earth's that happened there? Why on earth are they there? They should be up here. Come on. Get up there. You're supposed to be taking that gate. Fools. You're going to lose badly doing that, aren't you? Crikey, I only had 63 of those in the first place. Right, okay, I want to get up on the walls. See, once I'm up on the walls, he can't touch me. Come on. Get on those walls quickly, come on, why are you messing around? Oh, 117 out of 188. Oh dear, my chaps are dropping off like flies here. But I think the ones that are left are actually on the walls, so that's good news. Like I said, once we're on the walls, all we have to do is shoot down on him. But we have to trap him inside first. Perhaps trap him outside. Let's just find out what he's doing. Yeah. Okay. Who are they? They're Gendarmerie. And they are shattered, so we don't need to worry about those. What are these over this side here? These are coming back, whoever they are. They're Reuter. Reuter horse used to be just rubbish, didn't they? Absolute rubbish. They seem to have improved themselves in this, don't they? How are we doing in here? Okay, let's get these across. Now, we got up there, did we? Is it these? No, it's these. Oh, I need you chaps to get across there before those horse get back in. How are you doing here? Oh dear, we're doing badly against that militia. Well, let's bring these chaps over here to help them then, shall we? I think we can afford to bring these over as well. More grenadiers. And they're climbing the walls. Right, good. Okay, we've got all the walls yet, all the gateways yet. Right, we've got this one. Right. That's one. We've got 2. And we've got 3. And we've got 4. Right, so we now have all 4 gateways. I don't know where he thinks he's going, but there's no way he's going to get through there. Right, so everything's protected because it's on the gates. Let's just see who these are fighting now. Oh, they're chasing them off. Right, okay. Well, I don't think we really need to worry about those anymore. They are mine that are chasing, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, let's bring those back then. Crikey, I haven't got many of those, have I? 28 of them left. Huh. Right. And these... Oh, they're the ones that are chasing, are they? Oh well, let them carry on. Does it really matter? I don't think it does. Actually, I was a bit worried when all those troops disappeared, but I'd forgotten. A lot of them were just... Oh, who's this? Are they coming up there? No, they're not, because they can't dismount. Right, okay, chaps. Let's have you now, then, firing. What's going on through here? I don't know who they are. What are they? County militia? He hasn't got that gate. No, he hasn't. Well, those chaps are fighting, I think. Right, okay, let's get those shooting. Anybody else we can get shooting? Those shooting. those shooting. Get those shooting. And these. And these. Now this is the perfect situation now for the guns, isn't it? What a shame I haven't got guns now. Such a shame. Right, okay, take those off that. And... oh, somebody's fighting. But I think those hussars are just fighting routers, aren't they? Let's get those on the wall there. I want them all really to be shooting down on these here. Are those shooting now? Right. Okay. Now, why aren't you? Yes! Good. Excellent! Right. I couldn't leave the guns, I'm afraid. It was too much of a risk and too much of a temptation for his horse to come out and get them as well, so... I was hoping he'd go chasing after my guns would disappear off the battlefield, I'd take the gates, and then the whole place would be empty, and it would have all been such an easy task, wouldn't it? I think the tactics are sound enough. It's not worked out anything like as well as I'd have liked to have done, though, I'm afraid. But never mind. At least you've got to see the tactics, haven't you? So they should be firing, and I really don't know why they're not firing. Oh, they're not all up yet. Okay, building captured. These are all the gateways, all 4 of them. So that's good. Is everything else in position? He seems to have got my militia that I sent to occupy these areas here, doesn't he? That's a shame. Well, most of them anyway, so... right. I don't know why we can't find more targets than we are doing. Can't we reach in? We can reach in there, so why aren't we shooting those? Let's give that militia an order and see if they do it. What's happening? Has he got some men going up there as well, or what still? No. They're all there, aren't they? They can't reach. Why aren't they firing from there? Okay, let's try a different formation or something. He's had it, hasn't he? He doesn't know what to do. Right, well, let's hit him with some of my line infantry then, or grenadiers. Grenadiers, aren't they, these? Okay. Right, we'll shoot those on the outside of the wall as well then. They'd have been going after my artillery if I hadn't done something, I'm sure. Right, what are these doing now then? Yep, they're nearly all gone. Well, let's see how much ammunition we've got left. Should have plenty. Yep, oh, pretty good actually. A lot in the militia as well, so it's a pretty perfect job for them, this. Now, are these firing? Yes. Well, they're loading anyway, so I suspect they're firing as well. What about these? You're facing the wrong way, you silly boys. What about you? Same unit. Okay, I need you shooting down here, please, lads. Okay, that's my stupid dog crashing into things. Yet again. What's happening here? Come on. Why aren't you fire? Why are you no fire? What's going on? Ah! Oh, that's more like it. Very good. Right, it took them a little bit of encouragement, but once the encouragement was given, they seem to be pretty good at it. So let's bring these over as well, shall we? The great advantage of this, of course, I don't know if you remember from the previous video, is that he has no artillery whatsoever. So That's working very much in our favour. Can we reach into the centre of there? It shows that we can, doesn't it? So why aren't we firing? Why aren't you firing? I don't know what's going on. Come on, what's wrong with you? At this rate, the whole video is going to be taken up with just this one battle. I'm afraid that's just going to have to happen. Oh, good! Aha! Last! Let's see if we're actually hitting anything. No, by the look of it. Maybe we're not firing at that. Oh yes, we are. Right, brilliant. Okay, so now it is literally, as they say, a turkey shoot. Hopefully we'll be firing at these as well on this side. They don't know what to do, because their job is to defend the centre, and they can't do. They should get murdered. Right, okay, so I lost 4 guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I had 18. So that would leave another 2, wouldn't it? So I've lost 2 units who've routed from the field. And they'll both be militia, I'm afraid. But these have got through pretty well intact, haven't they? 263, 300, 300, 162. That's pretty good. And militia, of course, aren't too expensive, so I haven't done too bad at all. Mind you, actually, I think one of the units we lost was a grenadier unit. I'm pretty sure it was, at least one of them. So, oh well, they had to do a lot of fighting, didn't they, the lads? So I think we can accept that. Right, so look in here. I just wanted to show you this battle because I wanted to show you the tactics that I've decided to employ. Until I get quicklime shells, any of the shots that I make are going to damage the walls. So I hardly use my guns at all. I simply use the howitzers just to take out as many troops of his as I could on the wall to make my attack on the wall so much easier. I'd like to have wiped them out completely and simply occupied the walls, penning in his horse, but unfortunately that just wasn't, as you could see, just wasn't possible to do. I should have some spare units here now somewhere. See, they can't reach. It's almost as though the militia can fire further. Oh no, they can reach, can't they? Let's see if they'll do it. Let's have a look. Come on, grenadiers. Come on, grenadiers. Come on, grenadiers. Come on, grenadiers. I wonder if we take fire at will off and do it that way. Oh, what's wrong with you? Come on. Right, try changing formation again. I sometimes wonder if it's because these are on here. You know, they're not sure which way to fire. Oh, come on, please fire. Nope, they don't want to fire. Don't know why, but they don't want to do it. So, let's bring these over, where they can fire perhaps over here somewhere. I don't know where, but you never know your luck, dear. Are these firing? You gonna fire for me? you fire? Maybe they're all lovers of horses. They don't want to hurt the horses. Well, I can't get them to fire.
Yes, sir.
Well, they're firing. Good.
Infantry to the field.
I think what I'm going to have to do is leave those who are firing to continue, that's obvious, but when they've run out of ammunition I'll swap them with those who aren't firing in the hope that it's something to do with the position that they're in. Right, let's see if these will fire onwards. Ah. I wonder about my cuirassiers and hussars. Let's get them in there. Why not? You going to fire? No, you're not going to fire, are you? Right. That's gonna be very, very slow work. I wonder if it's worth getting down onto these steps, you know, if that would enable me to hit somebody. I really do. See, because they're firing, aren't they? I wonder if I bring these down from here. Put those on the steps. See what happens now. Just speed that up a little bit. Well, you can see how painfully slow all this is going to be, can't you? 37.5 minutes now. 70 out of 79. I mean, if push comes to shove, I'll simply go down the steps and form square. You know, deal with it that way. If that's the only way to do it, that's what I'll do. Now, what are these doing now then? Are they firing? Right, I've got some firing going on down there, so that's good. Oh, what's going on there? They seem to have got themselves snarled up a bit in the wall, don't they? There's nothing over the other side, is there? No. Right. Are these firing then? Oh, great. We're now in combat. Let's just slow that down a bit. Not doing anything, are they? Oh, for goodness sake, shoot them, will you? This is ridiculous. Now, this is why I don't like fighting fort battles. This is what it's all about. It's so sort of buggy and causes so many problems that it doesn't matter how wonderful Darthmod is, you just can't do anything about these fort battles. They're full of so many little problems like this, and they just eat up so much CPU that if you knock down a wall, well, if I knock down a wall, it's a nightmare. It really is. The whole thing just lags. That's why I have to play them in this way. You know, but oh well, what can I do? I can only just keep finding gaps where I might be able to hit somebody. Right, I don't need to have too many units firing. If I have a few, you see, it shows all these here now firing, doesn't it? So there's only a few that aren't actually engaged now. So we should be eventually dwindling his numbers down, I would have thought. Oh, he's got there now. 68 he's down to now. Wouldn't it be marvellous now to have those howitzers just out here lobbing, I don't know, was it explosive shells or whatever it is into the centre of there? That would have been great, wouldn't it? But the best laid plans often don't come. Who was it? Was it Napoleon who said, might have been Frederick the Great actually, I can't remember now, but he said the first casualty of war is the plan. They're not firing, are they? Why aren't you firing? Come on, can you fire at them? Anyway, look folks, I think you've seen enough of this. I'm going to finish this off in the remaining several hours that are left, I would imagine. Picking them off, moving my troops around to any position where I can fire into the centre of here. In reality, this is a city, a walled city. Can you imagine how useful horses would be in a situation like this? None at all. You'd be leaping in back gardens, backyards, going into buildings, climbing into the top windows and shooting them as they run round you. They'd have no chance, would they really? They would have to dismount and fight you simply with swords, which would not be very effective against the long bayonet. So, anyway, I'll get this finished off and then I'll show you the final results. You can see where I've lost all my troops on this occasion, can't you? But at least I've managed to keep the guns intact, so it's not such a bad thing, is it? Anyway, okay, thanks for watching. This battle, I'm not going to finish the video yet. I'll finish it just after the battle by showing you the final results. But okay, let's see what happens. Wish me luck. Well, I had thought that battle was going to be a pushover, just shooting him from a distance. In the end, it turned out to be pretty gruelling, didn't it? Lost 967 men. Just have to hope, I haven't looked yet, that most of those are militia. Looking down, 154 grenadiers lost for 223. They must have really been in the thick of it, or they got caught by his horse. 64 of my cuirassiers were lost, killing 119 of his men. They had a lot to cope with all that. There really were a lot of horse. You didn't really get to see them all. They were all sort of mangled together there, sort of loads of them. Well, they ended up mangled anyway. See, lost 106, killed 185. Pretty poor performances, but then we're talking about the extra bonuses that are given when you're playing on hard as well, when you're playing these battles on hard. So there's probably been a lot of favour given to them that way as well. 263 militia hacked to death, presumably by his horse as well. So we've got some here. They didn't lose any and killed 16, so I don't know how on earth that all happened. The guns should have done really, really well. Well, the howitzers rather. If we look at the howitzers, 305 and these 210, so really, really good results there, but overall not a brilliant result, I'm afraid. And we have Hanover, which is a fairly lucrative place, 765 at the moment, but it would have been better than I don't know, some of the other places that I looked at. I can't remember now. 7,224 left. My army has still the full 18, which is good. 18 units. We're on a minus 12. That's not good. Oh dear. There are no universities in there to destroy either. Oh dear, that's not good. Okay, I've got to repair... Oh, that's badly damaged as well. That's the one that I damaged when I went in. What am I going to do to settle this place? Bring dragoons over from Berlin, I suppose. Oh, minus 12. That's going to take a long time to settle. Exempting them takes it down to a minus 8. Right, I've got about 2 turns. Minus 8, 10, 12, right, so that's 4. So there's a minus 4, got to get it down to minus 4. I'm going to have to take a rebellion, I'm afraid. It's the only way. I don't think there's any point in bringing dragoons over. I think it's just going to be a rebellion, then I'm going to have to untax it. But I can't see how on earth else I'm ever going to settle that place. Maybe I should... I wonder if I can recruit dragoons in there, by the way. Dragoons, I can actually. Well, you know, when it's possible, when the time comes. For now, I'm going to replenish this army, because it might help settle a place. Oh crikey, is that all my money gone? Oh no, it's because there are some of them that don't need any replenishment whatsoever. I didn't know there were 2 units that were unaffected. That's amazing, isn't it? That is truly amazing. Right, okay, well in 2 turns time, when he comes up with a rebellion in here, insurrection, whatever you want to call it, then we'll have enough troops, we'll have a fully replenished army that's going to be able to deal with that. Right, we're up to 45 minutes now approaching, so I don't really think I'm going to be able to do anything else. Oh, maybe I can upgrade that. I will do. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Because that will give me some... Actually, how it's going to take 4 turns. Ah, yes, I will do that. Do you know what I was just thinking then? I was thinking, well, what I'll do is not do that one because he's bound to damage it, you know, during the rebellion. But of course, it's outside the area, isn't it? It's in this Berlin area. Oh, no, that's the point. Oh, what am I thinking? I was thinking it would help in the happiness of this area here. Maybe it's a good idea to have that anyway, because I want this place to be happy, don't I? And I don't need these dragoons in here, I don't think. I think I need them more. But let's see how happy they are. They're only on a 1. See what happens by taking 1 out first. And then we'll judge from that. Okay. Right. Okay. That's still green. It's still on 1. That's excellent. Okay, take another one of those out then. Right. Okay. That's now on yellow, but it's still settled, so that'll be okay. This is now on a -10. Great. I might even get away with not having a rebellion. You know, just by taxing it, untaxing it, taxing it, untaxing it, doing it that way. Unfortunately, there is going to be damage to one of the buildings because the second time it's going to damage a building, isn't it? You know what I'm talking about? If I allow it to go for this turn, you know, with a -10 like that, then next turn I click that. That should be on a -5 then, because it loses 1 every turn, so that would then be on -5. If I leave it for the first turn, then what will happen is there'll be a building destroyed. So that would then, you know, I might as well tax it and have the building destroyed because it's going to be on minus anyway. And then I allow, then I untax it and then retax it and work it up that way. It might be better to do that because it's earning 700 and something for it. It might be earning more than that, about 1,000 in future. But that's got to be cheaper than recruiting more dragoons, I think. Anyway. But anyway, let's see what happens if I bring in a couple of other dragoons as well. I might just recruit a couple of more dragoons just to help settle these places. One. Looks like that's all I can afford, doesn't it? So I think that's it, actually. It's going to be a turn end from here. But it's too late to do a turn end now, just in case something else untoward comes along, you know, some attack from somewhere, which is bound to happen. I'm bound to get Württemberg coming in here now, attacking here, or I'm going to have the, what have I got in there? Oh, the Prussians coming across. Or so, I don't know what it is, you know, but I mean, we'll probably find the whole world descends on me now. But in terms of victory conditions, I've got now 4 out of 8 or 5 out of 10, depending on which ones you're looking at, the overall victory conditions and the key areas, 4 out of 8. And I'm now up to 1723, the winter of 1723. So it looks like, well, I am. I'm halfway through achieving my targets, and it's not got to 1725 yet. So it looks like I might have speeded up the growth of the empire a little bit. What's going to happen now is Austria going to suddenly turn on me, damage all my buildings, ruin my economy, and oh, here we go again. But anyway, let's have a go. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, okay, we're only 1 turn away. That's brilliant. Once I've got that, which is the what's it called? Come on, show me. It's not going to show me, is it? Will it show me on there? Right, okay. Carcass shot, yeah, that's it. And carcass shot is the one basically that doesn't damage buildings, so I should be able to go around all the way around and just blow up all these troops without any worry about blowing up the buildings, because that's what I've done in the last battle. I'd have taken more of his troops out. It was just that the walls were about to come down, and that lags my game. That's all it's all about, you know. But anyhow, thanks for watching. Like I said before, please like, please subscribe. I went up to 930 odd subscribers at one point, and I dropped down to 927 again, so I don't quite know what happened there. Some people thinking Bavaria meant something else perhaps when they were searching YouTube, really don't know. But it would be even if you you know, don't think you're going to be a long-term subscriber, please subscribe for a little while, because I'd very much like to get to the 1,000 subscribers, so I could become a shareholder of YouTube. I believe that means then that I get a little bit of financial reward for all of these videos, of which I've put more than 1,000 up on YouTube. I've enjoyed doing it, by the way. I don't mean that. It would be nice, wouldn't it? You know, to have something else because of that. You know. So, anyway, please like, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, folks.